Uh, your presentation will be 10 minutes.
Okay, ji. Let me very quickly thank you. It's indeed a pleasure and a privilege to give this short presentation, and I'll be as short as possible. But before I start, I think the presentation is going to answer some questions which were raised by the chair about the dissemination of information. Secondly, just to give you an idea, when we had earthquake in 2005, was the first agency which started mapping it. We had a disaster on that fateful day at 8:55. The first satellite that was a spot 4 pass did pass through at 10:15. So I mean, but the issue was that the total area which was then was around 30,000 square kilometers. But what we had were these high resolution. We had the high resolution station, but we wanted to see what is the total extent. So what we did was worked out what was how we could improve the situation. So we subsequently we did put up Terra ground station. We also had issues regarding baseline information, which was pointed out. So we started collecting the baseline information. We did certain surveys, and we mapped out using the satellite technology and whatever was available from other sources to have this baseline information in case we had other issues. So from that preamble, I'm going to start. We have discussed this, and I'm not going to go over it, but the point is then when these floods and rains, and why we are calling floods and rains, that it was the rains which really started the floods, and for areas which were affected by the rivers flow down, but then there were rains in certain areas which did also cause havoc. Secondly, what was available when this whole thing happened? The only thing available was the satellite imagery, and we were also, one of the problems in 2005 was that we did not have connectivity to the international network. Through this and through joining and becoming partner and becoming the support office of FIDA program, we had an access, we had a window to the international network, and that also helped us tremendously, and we're very grateful for the support provided by UN SPIDA and all the other agencies. USGS supported us tremendously, and we are very thankful for that. One of the questions which did arise, how did and where did the data go as it became available? We were basically being provided data from other agencies, IC, say USGS, and so many other agencies. We also have a ground station where we do acquire spot constellation data, that is spot 05, and like I said, Aquaterra and other satellites. So we had access to a higher resolution data, and that's the question that the data does not become available. So we had that availability of data, we had the data becoming available. So we very quickly took out the flood extent maps, and they were provided. We have a very clear liaison with our National Disaster Management Agency. As in other previous disasters, we are liaisoning with them. So as far as we were concerned, we were providing them on a daily basis. If you want, I could very quickly go on to the flood extent map, but this just the situation prior to that. Then subsequent, this is the day on 31st July. This is, and the reason was, I don't have a laser pointer, we can very quickly point out. So, where's the laser? Yeah, okay. Now, here they were in DI Khan region, so I mean, you can see this was because of the rain and all that, and subsequent to that, 27th August, as the water was flowing down the Indus, and now this is the Sindh region, seeing the day, that is the Kotri barrage coming down. This was the breach which happened at Tori and this was basically what they were saying was that this was the second river which was then flowing in Sindh. On 21st September, and so now you can see. But there was another issue, and mind you, that things are not as simple as just mapping them out. You have to know what the ground situation is. There was a high tide. That's why, and the tide was from 2.1 meters. That's why it spread like this laterally. So we knew that situation, and otherwise this water would have flown down, but it couldn't because there was a high tide and so on and so forth. Now I'll just very quickly close on to that. Similarly, but I'm not going to go through this one because of the shortage of damage assessment of house and all the railway lines that are being also provided through the National Disaster Management Agencies, and through that they were providing this information to other line agencies. That pointed out that was being provided to all the concerned agencies. One more thing, they had a problem with the GPS and all that, so we were also providing them certain support so that they could carry on with their work. National Disaster Management, National Data Pakistan, it's an agriculture country. Again, what they wanted to know, this is the season, this is the, in a sense, main foreign exchange earner season. This is the season whereby we, most of the exportable products we grow, cotton, we grow rice, we grow sugarcane. So they want to know extents and all that. And this again, information in statistical form was being provided to them on daily basis. Mind you, as the area was becoming inundated, we were telling them and all that. Planning Commission, this is the organization which plans Pakistan for the next few years and all that. They needed the special assistant to the PM on water and agriculture. He had direct links with the Prime Minister and Presidency. They wanted to know what were the inundations and so on and so forth. Just to give you an example of this, and sorry, how can I get that? Now you just see these red markers here, and this is the area, and this is the thing which I was saying that we are the second river. And see, this was 20th of August. If I just press it again, I'll go to the next one and see this as the water is moving down. This water all the way came down. There's a Muncher G, there's a Muncher Lake, and then it went, well, it's still not gone back wholly into the river. But we had, and the reason for this was, this is an old riverbed, so we just followed that. Next one. So you can see as it was being monitored, it was being told to the line agency or whatever and whatnot. I'm sorry. So I mean, this information, we are provincial governments now. Flood extent maps, settlements, and all this are required, and they were urgently required, and this was the first information. Then again, and now these were the provincial governments. We were working with international organizations for damage assessment. That was where we worked out with FAO, because now they have to buy seeds, they have to provide a lot of information. They wanted a flooded area breakdown. They wanted the date of inundation plan when the water seed and all that. Inspired, I just put in there, but we are, and I am personally very grateful to them. We had presentations and even to the DG UNESCO, to the President of Pakistan and all that.